Healing foods for the intestine. These are foods that will help us to deal with these conditions here: celiac disease, which is an autoimmune condition, a reaction to gluten. Those of you who don't eat gluten, this is something you should pay attention to. Intestinal dysbacteriosis, where you don't have enough good bacteria. Constipation, when you don't have consistent bowel movement. Hemorrhoids, painful vein protrusion in your anus. Irritable bowel syndrome, when you're not eating you're not having regular meals and you start getting pains in the tummy. Diarrhea, where you're having a running stomach, water is coming out of you instead of the feces. And this is not detox. Many people take certain remedies and they get diarrhea and they think they are doing detox. That's not detox. Colitis is inflammation of the colon, where you start getting diarrhea, and sometimes it is bloody stool. And ulcerative colitis, where you even develop ulcers in that case in the intestines. And Crohn's disease, where you having certain patches of inflammation, different parts of your intestine. Flatulence, where you have gas caused due to indigestion because you don't have enough good bacteria to break down the food. Diverticulosis, where you have like boils inside your intestines in different parts. Intestinal parasites, where you're having things like amoeba, tapeworm, roundworm, things that are sucking the life out of you. Gastroenteritis, and that is when you're having inflammation in the stomach and in the intestines, which causes diarrhea and vomiting. Thank God we have the solution, because God has created plants and foods that can help us to redeem our intestines. Like this carambola is a mild laxative. Laxative means something that softens the stool and helps you to release it easily without having to strain and put a lot of pressure. But this carambola is also good for providing vitamin C. It's a low calorie but high nutrient density food. And copper is good for your nerves, which is contained in this fruit. This fruit has a lot of copper, which is good for the heart also, for the heart to function well. Fiber, also the fiber in this fruit aids in the digestion. Antioxidants also help to fight the inflammation. Sapote is anti-anemic and astringent. Astringent is when something strengthens, helps the muscles to contract well, to be strong enough. People have problems of getting hernia. This is your best friend. Look for that fruit. Vitamin A in this fruit helps you to have sharp vision. The potassium helps to balance the blood pressure. Magnesium helps to relax those muscles in case of hernia. Natural energy from complex carbs inside this fruit. And the vitamin E is good for the skin. It helps, so that this fruit here helps you to have a plump skin. This fruit here. And then quince is an intestinal emollient and astringent. It calms down the intestines, and it helps you to have a healthy colon and a colon intestine. It has also other benefits. The fiber there is good for the bacteria. It feeds your good bacteria so that it can prolong the life of your good bacteria. It soothes you in case of acid reflux naturally, and it's high in antiviral vitamin C. Its tannins reduce oxidative stress, and it slows blood sugar absorption. Persimmon, it stops diarrhea in its tracks and reduces intestinal inflammation. Look for this fruit. It's a powerful fruit. I think you can find it in markets like Nakasero here in Uganda, and if you're in another country, I guess you can still find it. Its lutein protects the eyesight, and potassium. The potassium inside this fruit lowers blood pressure. The magnesium boosts metabolism. Catechins fight inflammation, and it also supports liver detox. This is how you eat it. You check if it's ripe enough by pressing it with your fingers, the way you would press an avocado to check. And you can remove the stem, number 2, and then cut it into half and scoop out the flesh and eat it directly, or you can blend it with other fruits and make a smoothie. just like you see in number 4. Rice. Rice is, I prefer brown rice personally. It's good for people who are suffering, well, having a weak digestive system, especially the colon or the intestines. It's very good because it's easy to digest. It gives steady energy from the complex carbs, gentle on digestion, natural, gluten-free if you're suffering from celiac disease, which is a reaction, an autoimmune reaction against the gluten in the wheat, because this wheat that we are using these days is hybridized. It was hybridized like over 50 times, and therefore it's natural. It doesn't have the natural content of gluten. It has a high content of glutenin, which is dangerous, and that's why you see since the 1950s, celiac disease has increased. So the best alternative to wheat would be rice because it's gluten free. It has B vitamins, fuel for metabolism, and helps muscle recovery. The Japanese eat it like that in sushi. You can also make your own sushi at home. There are different types of rices. You can choose the one you want. I prefer Pitsori from Kenya, and I believe you have your favorite. But remember, when they are growing this rice, they use a lot of pesticides and they spray it. In that water there, you see there is a lot of medicine to keep away the pests and the other animals that would have eaten the rice grain. So make sure that when you get the rice, wash it thoroughly, like 3 to 4 times, 4 to 5 times, something like that. Then soak it a bit. Like if you're using brown rice, you can even soak it for 30 minutes. Then you cook it normally like the normal rice, 1 cup to 2 cups of water. The water you use for soaking, please pour it away. Don't use that water. Then apple, it cures both diarrhea and constipation, and it also does other things. The pectin is good for lowering bad cholesterol, the LDL. Quercetin helps to support the lungs, and fiber curbs the cravings so that you don't overeat. Polyphenols stabilizes blood sugar, natural, and it's a natural mouth and teeth cleanser. The apple treatment, you can use 2 kilos for 3 to 5 days. Those days you don't have to eat food. You can fast. Don't add sugar, don't add honey. Just eat the apple so that it can clean your colon. I would rather eat the apple after peeling it than juicing it, like especially using a blender. You will oxidize it. That's why the juice becomes brown and the fiber disappears and the nutrients. It helps on other parts of the body like the kidneys, the liver, the heart, the colon, the skin. Every area of your body benefits from the apple. The plumes, these are the best laxatives that protect the intestines. Laxative means it helps to soften your stool. The boron also strengthens the bones. Its sorbitol promotes regularity. Anthocyanins boosts memory. People have memory loss. Vitamin C aids iron absorption and anti-inflammatory compounds. So this is very important to have on your breakfast. You can eat them fresh, you can eat them dried. If you're eating dried, soak them overnight and eat them at your breakfast. You thank me later. Pomegranate, the peel is more important than the seeds. You can eat both to get maximum benefits. It reduces intestinal inflammation and enriches the blood. And it also helps to, in cases of anti-aging, if you want to cut your age, it reduces arterial plaques and protects joint cartilage, boosts exercise endurance, and strengthens the immune system. So like I said, 80% of the nutrients are in the peel, the antioxidants. So don't throw them away. Use a cold press juicer or pound it and make sure you get the maximum benefit from everything. Corn, it's one of the best foods that you can find on the market and it's easy to get. Good for your eyes. The hair that comes from the corn is good for the prostate also in men. Insoluble fiber cleanses the colon. It gives quick sustainable energy. Prebiotic is good for the gut bacteria, and the B vitamins is good energy. It's good for energy conversion. Comparing it with milk, it has all the amino acids that are necessary, so you can have corn instead of milk. You can eat it in many ways. You still get the benefits. Constipation, you can avoid constipation by taking enough water, eating a proper diet, and consuming enough fiber. and educating your bowel to release at the right time. For enough fiber, you need to consume enough legumes and vegetables. Eat brown instead of white bread. Consume bran and other fiber-rich supplements, and eat fruit with all its pulp instead of drinking fruit juice. Make sure that at least in a day, eat at least one apple. Make it a habit. An apple a day will keep away the doctor. May God bless you, and may you continue to be healthy. Enjoy this and share it with a friend. And I pray that God will sustain you and help you to be happy and strong in Jesus' name.